Well, hello and welcome to Politics TV show. All right, it's another week and new headlines, and we're just gonna go through some brief ones for you to get you caught up on what we think about it. All right, and the studio green room waiting by the side is my sidekick, my son, heartbeat of the South, Tim Harrington. Hey Tim, I'm the
Hey,
president.
Mom,
How you
how's
doing?
everybody? How everybody doing? I think you
Hey,
frozen.
I guess they're doing all right. Am I frozen?
Nah, you moving now.
Am I frozen?
You moving now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna close the window. I got a couple of windows I gotta close. And I was just trying to get check Facebook and see that we're live here. Yeah, and I gotta get my volume off. Okay, so it's
Okay.
lagging. Yeah, we got a lag. I can see that. Right, that's what's going on. All right, so we got a couple of headlines we're gonna hit,
Okay.
and then we're gonna split. Okay.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. All right then. So we got a few of you that has joined us. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you so much. By the way, you guys, if you like to see us on your TV, large and in living color, you can go to our YouTube channel, which is TEPS Productions, running across the top of the ticker tape there where you can see it clearly. TEPS Productions is our YouTube channel, all right? So we are live, and we have with us 21 people who've joined us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Um, and hope that more of you will share and bring in some other people. All right, the topics we're going to uh, take on tonight is DOJ has finally finished its case that's been over a year about the sexual abuse that went on in the Southern Baptist Convention of Churches
Okay.
throughout the nation. And of course, it was Super Tuesday this week, and
Right.
I know everybody pretty much know the results of that.
Mhm.
Then I had a question about NATO and Israel. So we're going to talk about those three things really fast, and just let you know what's going on and what I feel about it. And Tim's going to put in his opinion of what he think about them. So I'm going to start out with the DOJ
Okay.
finally completing this case about the Southern Baptist, um, group of churches.
Okay.
Uh, thank you all. We have 45 of you with us now. Um, they had filed this lawsuit. Several victims came forth, and it took a year of investigations because they found out that it wasn't just one church of the Southern Baptist churches. Now, notice it's Southern,
Right.
Southern,
Right.
Southern, right?
Hmm.
Which says a lot about the South, and it's not good. Of course, it's something that I know that's been going on for years. Asking me how I know. I know because I was a church musician for 43 years. Thank you, 73 of you who have joined us, and now we're up to 102 of you. Thank you so much for sharing. And so I know about this because I was a church musician for Baptist churches for 43 years, okay? And rather than go into the details of how I know when I found out when I was very young because I started playing for the Sunday school choir at age 16. So I heard some, you know, confidential um, information that was given to me from different young girls at the time. And of course, I believed them, but I was pretty much young myself. I did not know how to advise them and tell them what to do. And back then, sexual assault was not recognized by the community as it should have been. They would always, if the women, boys, would tell their parents, the parents would try to hush it because they didn't know what to do. They didn't want to. They didn't know how to go about accusing or even talking about it to the accuser or to any other
Mm,
church member or whatever. But
mm.
but just for y'all's information, those of you who think that this is something that's shocking and it's something that's very new, it is not. It's been going on ever since they've had these churches. You know, they got the Catholic churches first, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
And yeah, we know from that it's been going on for centuries in the Catholic faith.
Right.
Thank you, 132 of you have joined us. Thank you so much. But it was not just the Catholic faith. I knew that when they brought the suit against the Catholics. I was like, they need to get the rest of them. So now they finally did. So, and one of the ones that was named here in Memphis, and I'm going to look at the report now that it's been released, or if it hasn't been released, it should be soon because they just wrapped it up this week.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm going to look at it so I can see what other local churches here in Memphis, Tennessee, or in the whole state of Tennessee. Thank you, 143. Thank y'all for sharing. We love you. And, I know it's more than one, but there's a really big church here that was accused, and that was Bellevue Baptist Church. And Bellevue Baptist Church probably has about 5,000 members, and it was under uh, the main accusation came from while Reverend Gaines, the current pastor there, was in control, membership. Thank you, 156. Now we're up to 170. Thank y'all so much for sharing.
Hmm.
And I have to tell y'all, thank you, because we do this for you, and I like to see it when y'all appreciate us doing it for you. Okay, all right then. And so it's Pastor Gaines, Steve Gaines, Gaines. Now what they're saying is that somebody complained to him, right?
Okay.
And it was brought to his attention, but he waited 6 months before he fired this assistant minister. So that means that he did not take any action at all for a whole
Right.
6 months.
Okay.
And then when he did take action, all he did was fired him. And so they had a witness that was making a statement, and they didn't, of course, show his face. I don't think, but what they said, what this man said, and he appeared. Well, they showed a picture of him. They did. I don't know if that was him or not. Or was that the picture? I'm not gonna say they showed a picture of the victim. They showed a picture of somebody. It was a man.
Hmm.
Looked like he was in his late 40s or 50s, and I don't know whether he was the abuser or the victim. But
Okay.
the voice that was talking was that of the victim, and the victim says that the Baptist churches had done the same thing that the Catholic churches did. All they did was move these ministers, these abuse minister abusers, from church to church. Just send them to different churches after they abuse somebody in their church.
Right.
Tim Thunderbird, I know you got something to say.
Well, I would have to believe that it also went on in the Southern Baptist. Um, I know, say if you say like in this present time now, most children are with the daycare, so it's usually mostly women in there.
Hmm.
But back in the day, I don't really know how it was because I spent most of my childhood in church with you in
Hmm.
the audience. I don't
Yeah,
recall staying in any daycare centers or anything like that in the church.
and that was a reason for it because I wanted to make sure I could keep my eyes on you and see
Right,
you,
right,
protect you.
right. Which
And
worked out fine. Yeah, which worked
worked
out
out fine,
fine.
right? And it's
Yeah.
hard for mothers and fathers to protect their children in the church because they think that that's where they're safe. They
Yes.
know they don't think of that somebody in the church would be abusing or would even think about such a crime of abusing or sexually abusing a child. But yeah, it's been going on for just as many years almost in the
Yeah, yeah, and usually I know like back in the day you would have at least one or two that lived a different lifestyle, but people didn't permit their children to go around them due to the fact
right.
of the lifestyle that they were
That's right.
living.
That's
Hmm.
right. That's right. And so I'm glad that they did prosecute, and I cannot wait to see the list of the churches. But I think they said that it was like 36 churches
Yeah,
nationwide, a
right.
lot of them.
Yeah, this
And
is the year for unveiling.
yeah, and it's
Hmm.
just really pitiful, and it's sad, and it makes me angry, and it makes me mad. And I think that every one of those abusers need to spend their life in prison so that the prisoners can abuse them, just like they have ruined the lives of those
Right.
victims.
Right. And I take it a step further than where you brought it. You know, if we look at the South, in the South of the family dynamic, it's usually was always one in the family. Again, I say that the children were to stay away from, right?
Mm-hmm,
But they knew, the grown-ups knew what was going on.
mm-hmm.
So if you look at it from that aspect, it even hits more close to home.
Yeah, it does because that there wasn't no laws back then, long time
Right.
ago, and
Right.
that's how all of these nasty creatures got away with doing what they were doing because there was no law to go after them to get them,
Correct.
to punish them.
Hmm.
And that makes me angry too.
Right.
So, all right on that. But we're gonna move right on to the Super Tuesday.
Okay.
They had the primaries. Well, I voted last Tuesday. And Super Tuesday was this past Tuesday. The
Right.
primary winners were Donald J. Trump, Republican, and Joe Biden. Joe Tiptoe, Joe Tiptoe Biden for the Democrats.
Wow.
Nikki Haley had to pull out.
Yes.
I knew she was gonna have to pull out
Yes.
because, and it's sad that she wasted those people money, like did all them donations that went to her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it does happen that way. I never understood why they were running. They know they didn't have the bank account to match it or get through it.
Well, I mean, they were giving her money, but she should she knew she wasn't gonna have a chance getting
Yeah.
Donald Trump. I mean,
Yeah.
come on now.
Right.
And a woman too. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. And she just kept taking on people donations when she could have dropped out long ago. But like
True.
she gonna keep fighting. Well, it's not the race. I guess she thinks it's how you run the race, but it's the finish line that counts.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
Bless your heart, Nikki Haley. But
Hmm.
anyhow, Donald, it was 15 states that voted. And that's the highest. These are the highest number. These primary states, they do the electoral counts.
Right.
And so Donald won 13 of those. I don't know how many Tippy Joe won, but I know on the Democratic ticket, a lot of people voted, what was that word? Undeclared or something. They had
Mm.
a box where they could not choose anybody on for president on the Democratic ticket, right?
Okay.
So, yeah. And so they are saying that um, a lot of those people voted that did not want Tippy Joe back in there. Tippy Toe Joe, that's what I'm trying to
Right.
say.
Right.
Back in there. So they just didn't vote for a president.
Hmm.
All right. So now the question is whether or not the Democrats gonna throw somebody in at the last minute. Everybody been talking about that. Now, I ain't there a law against that or something? Is that even
uh,
legal?
apparently not, because, like you say, I've been hearing it myself, and we it's just yet to come. I think they may have found a loophole around it.
They must be found a loophole. They're gonna declare him what is it with what is it Alzheimer's or
All
something. They're
time.
gonna have to declare him medically
Yeah.
And I don't think he gonna stand up for that.
Well, he doesn't even have the energy it takes to even run. He's getting it misconstrued. His people are uh, to where he ran last time. Last time he just ran from home from his basement
Yeah, but
because the pandemic was going on,
he
right?
wasn't as worn down as he is now. But see, he had COVID 3 times.
Uh huh. Uh
Yeah,
huh.
he
Yeah.
had COVID 3 times because he ran from the basement because we was going through COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy can't get
That
on the
co-
campaign trail.
that COVID brought him down, man. That COVID aged him about 20 years. His
Yeah.
body can't stand. He done had about 3 facelifts in the past 3 years. He got a facelift every year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause his face when he first before he got his first facelift, everybody was saying that it didn't even look like him because he didn't have any collagen. He didn't have
Right.
his cheeks and stuff went up like mine.
Right. Right.
They were like,
Right.
ugh. Oh, hey, Douglas. Douglas say Nikki talked like she came out of the Democratic closet and speak desperately out of emotion instead of challenging his awesome work he did as 45. Okay. As president number 45. Okay. All right then. Well, I didn't really listen to her speeches, or her rallies,
I
but
didn't even.
I did hear her on commercials, and she was more like she was acting like a teacher to me.
Yeah, you know those that are less likely to even run all the way through the campaign. I don't pay too much attention to. They kind of just
No.
taking up space.
Yeah. So everybody is upset because we got the same ticket that we had 4 years ago, Biden versus Trump, Trump versus Biden.
Yeah, but that's not
So
gonna last. Yeah,
the general election comes up November the 2nd. So we got a lot to see what the Democrats gonna do because the
yeah,
Democrats, although they're not publicly owning it, they are very, very worried about
they
him.
are. They are. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they got to find a replacement. I just don't think that. I think they're behind the scenes getting that together
By the
because
way, he's excuse me for the interruption. I had to get it
yeah,
before I forgot. By the way, he's giving his State of the Union address tonight at 8 o'clock. So we're gonna only be on here for 30 minutes, but not because of that. But I am gonna watch it
okay.
because what am I watching for?
Sleep.
I saw his press secretary giving a press conference about, oh, he's in good shape. He's gonna come and get him. And so one of the reporters asked him about, well, what is he gonna do if they start booing him? Uh, like the Republicans they booed him last year.
Yeah,
She said, well, he stood there and fought, and he went back at them and told them that he was there to do this and he was there to do that. And so he just stood right there for the people of America, for you and for everybody. So he's in good form. So I want to see
yeah.
just what kind of form he is.
This
That's the only reason
This,
that
this is
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
watch it.
hilarious. Yeah, this is gonna be hilarious right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be what, like 39 million people, I think they said, tuning into it.
Yeah, so
But a lot of people not tuning in to hear what he got to say. Let me
yeah,
say that again.
right.
A lot of people are not gonna tune in to just to hear what he got to say.
True.
Most people are tuning in to observe how he moves, how he
Yeah,
talks, what he says,
yeah.
how he looks.
It's
That's
it's
it.
it's it's gonna be so many memes out tomorrow.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that.
You're right about that. Whoa, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, moving right along.
Okay.
I have something to pull up on the screen that I was had a question that came up to me because NATO is national um the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. I'm bringing this
Mm,
up. I want to share this.
okay.
NATO is hold on. As soon as my computer settles down, I'm gonna roll this up. All right, there we go. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization is also called the North Atlantic Alliance. This is NATO. NATO is an intergovernmental military alliance of 32 member states, 30 European and 2 North American. Established in the aftermath of World War II, the organization implemented the North Atlantic Treaty signed in Washington, D.C. on April 4, 1949. NATO is a collective security system and it's located headquarters in Belgium, and it was created 74 years ago. All right. So, what the NATO does is this organization was created to protect each member of the organization if they were attacked by terrorists or by another country, right?
Okay.
So Israel is not a member of what we currently have now as a 28 nation North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Okay.
Um, what happened to I'm trying to be okay. All right. There I am. Not Israel is not a member of NATO, but listen, it has enjoyed military cooperation with the body in a number of fields and is currently a partner of the Mediterranean Dialogue, a NATO outreach program with 7 friendly nations bordering on the waterway. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who also serves as Israel's foreign minister, welcomed the announcement and said it helped squash ongoing criticism of Israel's weak relations on the international stage. So, my question is if Israel is not a member of NATO, why is the United States supporting them? Why does the United States send weapons to a country, a state that is not a member of NATO? Why does the United States just give money to a state that's not a member of NATO? Now, why do I say this? I say this also because these member countries of NATO, they have to pay dues every month, like every 3 months. When President Trump was in, they were not paying. They had not paid their their membership fees in years. And so when President Donald Trump came in, he went when he went to the NATO meeting, he went and made them pay. He made them pay. They do. Now, a lot of them had to catch up on back payment of their dues because they were
Yeah.
just lax. The United States wasn't making them pay their
Right.
membership fees. But
Yeah.
we still supposed to come help you if you get attacked by another company. You ain't paying your dues.
Yeah.
Now you know how it is with any organization. If you don't pay your membership fees,
Get
what?
the boot.
You
Hmm.
gone. If you subscribe to a service nowadays digitally and you don't pay your monthly fee, what? You lose your subscription, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't pay your utility bill every month, you gonna what? Get cut
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what Trump told him. He said, "You don't come up with that money. If something happens, United States not gonna help you. We're not gonna protect you. We're not gonna come to your aid."
Rightly
So
so.
Israel is not even a member, has never given any money to the United States at all,
Yeah.
but the United States gives them $3.4 million every year. United States supplies them with I don't know how many millions of dollars of weapons, and transport, war transportation vehicles and planes and stuff for
Yeah.
years, for years, for years.
Yeah. It goes way back. It goes way back.
Israel don't give United States a penny.
Mm-mm.
So why are we supporting them and they're not even a member of NATO?
Well, that like you say, that go way back, and it was some type of backdoor deal, um, that us regular people don't have a clue of what it was, but it's been that way for years and years. And as we see today, they don't even have to be in the right, and they still get backing from us. So whatever they got on America, because it sounds like they certainly have something on her,
uh,
we probably will never know.
yeah, like you say, this is the year for all the secrets coming out.
Yeah, it's unveiling. This is the year of truth.
Now, Doug has pointed out a good point also. Thank you, Doug. Doug said, neither is Ukraine is not a member of NATO. But they putting out all this. Then I said all these millions of dollars of money. And Ukraine has not given the United States not one red cent. But we are sending all of that money over there, still sending money over there, and still begging for Congress to pass
Yeah.
a bill to send more money over there.
Hmm.
Republicans are saying, we ain't sending no more money over there to Ukraine until you put some money in this budget for the border, protect our own border, which makes sense, right, y'all?
Yeah.
And then he also says that Israel gets $3 million by direct deposit, and that's every year.
Hmm.
And he also says that Donald Trump gonna make them pay again. Well, Israel was never a member, so
Right.
Donald Trump can't make them pay. And that's why I have a question for Donald Trump. Donald, why are we spending money for Israel when Israel is not even a what is it, a member of NATO? And he said Israel got something over the United States. No, they
Yeah.
don't really. They got something over on Biden, but they don't have anything over on the United States. But my question for Donald is this: what are you going to do with this money situation of Israel getting all this money in weapons? And it's a disgrace to the United States because it's our bullets that's got the United States seal on it. It's our bombs and missiles that's got the United States seal on it. It's our tanks or the soldiers, the IDF soldiers are shooting from, that's got the United States brand on it, that's killing women and children over in the same country. How can you be attacked by somebody that's not a state or a country? Gaza is not even a state or a country. It's part of your own country. But they're trying to say you attack Israel's excuse they attacked by terrorists. So are a lot of other countries, right? And that
Yeah.
United
Um,
States send money over to the Congo, over to Africa. Africa is not a member of NATO, but they send money over there
well,
too.
well, yeah. You know what they're sending over there to Africa for us
All
for
that gold over there
all
too.
the minerals and
All that
gold,
gold, we get the gold on over there. That oil,
and
right?
we get the I forgot what it's called to go into all the cell phones.
No, the chips come from China.
Not the chips. I was talking about. It's a mineral. It's a
Oh, it's a
mineral that
mineral.
that goes
Are
in
you,
the
are you
it
talking
goes
about?
into.
You talking about plutonium? Is that it?
I, I kind of want to say it, but I don't think that's it. But it
Yeah.
goes in every cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So we.
anyhow,
Hmm.
Donald says America first. I want to know, do you really mean it? And the reason why I want to know, does he really mean? Okay, Douglas told you what it is. He says cobalt.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. Doug with you, Tim. He,
Yeah.
he got your back. Thank you, Doug.
Appreciate it, Doug.
And so when you say America first, I'm doubting. I'm doubting this. And the reason why I'm doubting this is because Donald Trump's daughter is married to Jared Kushner, who is a uh, Israel, Jew. He's Jewish. He's Jewish. Whether or not he was born in Israel or not, I don't know that part. But he's Jewish. And not only that, because I guess his son-in-law is Jewish. His last year when he was in there, or his third year, he proclaimed Jerusalem as the capital of what? Israel. Okay? And
Hmm.
so, therefore, you Palestinians and the Muslims have a problem with that because the Jerusalem belongs to all religions around there,
Right.
to Christians as well. So we got a problem like that. Us Christians, with you naming
You know,
Jerusalem as the capital when it belongs to Christian religion, Muslim religion, and Jewish
I,
religion.
I got two different stands on that. One, if anybody can um, sever that relationship with Israel, it would be Trump. However, on the other side of that coin, I'm not 100% sure that he would sever it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not either. Now
because this goes. Go ahead.
the only thing I could see him maybe, and this is a very weak maybe. The only thing I can see that he might would do is tell Israel that he will give them the money on the loan where they would
Yeah,
have to pay the money back.
yeah, because like I say, this relationship goes way, way, way back, and we'll never know what it is that Israel has on America, but they definitely got something because there's no way that you will be funding what you're funding and people are committing genocide and just flat out unaliving people. It
And
makes
my
no sense.
but my biggest problem with it is this: NATO.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, 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 yeah,
that's not fair to these other countries. For you to be sending all of these $1 million to countries or states that are not members of the organization, what the heck do you have the organization for? You might as well dismantle that.
yeah,
If you're gonna choose to who you want to send money to and who you are gonna support, if they are not, even if they are not members of the NATO organization, you
yeah,
may as well just disperse it. You don't need it if you're gonna pick and choose because you're not supposed to pick anybody outside of the NATO organization.
yeah, yeah. You're right. I- However, they are exempt. They don't follow their rules. However, they reap the rewards.
Mm-hmm. What is the reward? And you
The
can't
money.
say that it's because you have some Jewish population over here. You got African population over here too. You got Palestinian population over here too. You know, you got a Muslim population over here too that are Americanized citizens. They have dual citizenship.
True.
And so, Donald, you've been dodging the question about Israel, but you have to say something about it, and I'll tell you why. Because people of color, and don't get me wrong, because uh, Jewish people are black too. They got some black IDF soldiers over there in Israel that's fighting. Okay. But my point is this. My point is this, Donald. You're not, you got a whole lot of Muslims that you got to answer the question for. You got a whole lot of dual citizen Palestinians over here. Matter of fact, we have one that's a member of Congress that you got to answer for. You got to address the question because it's getting close to general election. And you're going to have to tell folks what you going to do about this situation because let me tell you something. Netanyahu did not accept this last um, uh, peace talk that they were trying to have that's been going on for the past 3 weeks. He turned it down. Guess what his reason was for turning it down?
Why is that? I don't know.
Phony. He said because Hamas wouldn't accept their terms. So,
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. You
Yeah.
got, you
I
got
mean,
you got to give. If you're gonna have an agreement, you got to give. You got to give away something you don't want to give away. And that's
yeah.
what Hamas was asking for.
Yeah.
All Hamas was asking for was a complete cease to the war,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And let the prisoners out. Let the Palestinian prisoners out. That's just two things.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I could be wrong, but I think Donald's gonna try to stay away from that on the
Oh yeah, he
campaign.
gonna stay away to him until he
But
find out, until he see the
right,
polls, until
right,
he
but
see the breakdown of where he not getting as many Muslim votes as he got last time. He
right,
not getting as many African American votes as he got last time. He's not getting as many
right,
what is it, Pentecostal? He loves the Pentecostal church. I mean not Pentecostal, Protestant. And he's not getting as
right.
many Protestant votes as he
But
was getting last time. When they start breaking it down and seeing that in the polls, it's gonna be close to the last minute
yeah,
in
yeah,
October.
yeah. The reason I think he's going to stay away from it as much as possible on the campaign trail. However, we have to give him the first 100 days when he is reelected. You know,
No, if he not, you can't get elected. You're gonna lose some votes. I'm tell you something. I have
look
told
at your
people,
choices.
but I can tell you this right here. He got to know how the African Americans feel on this because there's no president that ever won a presidency after the civil rights movement. No president has won an election without the African American vote. And you can research that yourself and find out.
Well, yeah, it's a division right there. Because the African Americans, if you ask the majority of them, they're going with Trump. Would they like to see their relationship severed from Israel? Yes. But
Hmm.
are we not going to vote for him because of that? I would have to say not. America has endured some of the worst times in this last 4 years that we've seen, going all the way back to the Great Depression, which was what, 68,
Agreed.
right? We are
Hmm.
so hungry and need his help so bad.
Hmm.
I
You're right,
believe
Tim.
we'll want to overlook that.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's unfortunately when you talk about that, you talking about it's about us. We not think
Hmm.
Americans are already selfish, and we really going through the ringer for the last 4 years. It's
Yeah.
all about us and what we want, and
Yeah, you're right.
that's gonna be Donald Trump.
Yeah. Well, I tell you one thing. Now you might be right about that because when we was going through COVID, and
Yeah,
a lot of people just gonna remember that they don't care what Donald Trump do, what
exactly,
Donald Trump say. They gonna
exactly,
remember how they got their $600 a week to help them live,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
So yeah, yeah, you're right about that. So um, I think that when they go to the polls, you
Yeah.
might be the if that when they go to the polls, the kids trying to get their little J in. Okay, kids, I was cut out there for a minute, but yeah, and they gonna remember that.
Yeah, they're
And
gonna remember.
it's like when you go to a party, if you ain't got no food, your guests finna leave.
Yeah,
As long as you feeding them, they
and
gonna
and
stay.
and also, what's another African American saying? If it don't make sense, it don't make dollars. It don't make dollars if it don't make sense. Put it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I
Yeah.
tell you
So
what. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying, that's given what we were going through and the way this man rose as a hero and a savior during
Hmm.
the pandemic for us. Black
Hmm.
people not gonna forget that.
You're right.
And the law they're trying to prosecute him every time he turn a corner.
Oh yeah, they always vote for the underdog. You're
Underdog
right. Yeah,
all
yeah.
day,
You're
all
right
day
about
long.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right about that. It's the underdog and $600. That's all they gonna think about.
yeah, yeah. He one of
And it's
us.
not just African Americans. I mean, everybody got $600.
Everybody. He did not
Even the
discriminate.
even the homeless person got
Exactly.
$600 a month, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean a week. So
yeah.
that yeah, they gonna remember that he knew what he was doing. He left something for folks to remember my name. It used to be a song about that. You gonna remember my name?
Yeah,
They gonna remember that name.
yeah. They gonna remember. Yeah,
All right, great. This has been a great show.
absolutely.
Close a comment. We thank the 208 of you all who tuned in with us
Yeah,
tonight. Don't forget, y'all, tomorrow night we got Tim's birthday. We
yeah,
having a big birthday celebration show for him. You do not want to miss it. It is gonna be super fantastic.
yeah.
We got
Y'all come
JoJo.
around.
Got JoJo Smith from Australia that's coming in on the show into the studio. Elaine Presley coming in into the studio, and a
Yeah.
couple of more people coming into the studio with Tim that Tim don't know about.
All
All
right.
right,
All
so we're
right.
looking forward to that. We're gonna have a big ball tomorrow night.
That sound like a plan.
All right, y'all. Remember, free thought is a philosophy and not a policy. Nobody can put a policy on your free thought. Your thoughts are free. You got a right to think and think for yourself and do not get brainwashed by the media. Main media,
Amen.
do some research. Don't believe everything you hear on the news until you double check it. All right.
All right.
Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy. We love y'all.
Good
See you
night.
tomorrow night. Good night.
Good night.